it's like, you know, you just talking and stuff. She's sitting there with about 7 or 8 kids, and they all just was just listening to you. That's why I wanted to know, like, what would you tell somebody
that's the stuff right there.
Because you know what she do? She draws. But when she draws out dresses. She draws out. She like fashion. So she's like, Mom, you remember I got them shirts and stuff? In straight FaceTime, I said, "Oh, let me ask them."
Wow.
So I appreciate that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to my babies and stuff.
That was special. Shout out to
on the Big Bad Radio Show right now. What the babies going to do?
Yeah, that was definitely hard.
Shout out to the Big Bad Radio.
And on that note, like how, like, can they find it? Like, is there any stores or something available or in the future?
We got some stuff lined up. Yeah, okay. We got some stuff lined up. I ain't gonna speak on it till
right until right.
But you spoke on something about May 12th, my birthday. What you think you doing on May 12th again?
We doing we going to Discovery Charter School in West Philadelphia, speaking to the kids. So that's gonna be dope. I mean, it's gonna be real fun. You know.
And is this open to the public?
If you want to come out, y'all come out with us.
Okay.
We will appreciate it too.
So we definitely mob out or whatever. That's your birthday. We could go turn up at
After we make sure the baby's good.
We make sure the baby's good.
When the baby's gonna do, we gonna make sure they're good.
I don't drink no more though.
Oh man, see that? I'm a total
either.
It's always a treat when players meet.
I don't drink no less either.
Because I drink brown that'll sit you down. I'm Henny ball, man.
That must be that Henny.
Yeah, anything possible to me.
Anything
possible. Henny make you forget you drunk it. Like,
man.
Henny.
I appreciate what you're doing.
I still came through and slid, had to show love.
I don't think nobody we seen today didn't have hangovers, so we appreciate you for, you know, dedicating your time. You know, definitely appreciate it.
Man, you know, like you just explained, you don't even know how many people you inspired or helped out of a situation just with clothes, man, and then the blessings of it, man. So, me personally, I definitely appreciate everything you're doing, man, as well as the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When you get a certain amount of time in out here on anything that you do, whether it's entertainment, fashion, sports, you know, when you get a certain amount of time and they call you a seasoned vet.
Yeah.
And I like to consider you a seasoned vet.
Yes, we do.
What you do.
Yes,
I appreciate that.
And what the game you just gave me just now, you dig what I'm saying? It was crazy because, you know, I'm just kind of like jumping into playing with the like the little shirts and doing this, you know, but my passion is, you know what my passion is music, you dig what I'm saying? But this is just to keep a couple bucks around. But the game you just gave me a blueprint to kind of like look at this a different way. You know, you kind of gave me like a light, like a tunnel, like a direction just now. You dig what I'm saying? And that was deep, man. And I'm pretty sure it gave, you know, hopefully our listeners, you dig what I'm saying, that same thing. And if it didn't, I hope what I said gave them the let me go listen to it again. And we're gonna do some work. You know
straight up. Like, I wouldn't mind really, you know, sitting down with you and really making some things happen. Like, you know what I mean? So like that's just a no-brainer, you folks.
Listen, stay tuned and get tuned out. I keep telling you already.
That's no question. Let's go into the next song and just cool out for a second.
You already know.
Show off show, Big Bad Radio.
Shout outs.
Show off show, Big Bad Radio. We back in full effect, sitting up here rocking and clapping my guy, the born boss, man. You know, and definitely my favorite person in the world, the
one and only,
Barbie, the one and only,
the original
one and only.
Definitely, you dig what I'm saying? But you know, like I was saying before we left off for commercial, that's a beautiful thing what you're doing, man, and ultimately you get blessings. And like you said, your whole thing for doing it was you didn't want to live in that lane no more where you was living, and you turned it around, man. You know, you are a success story, and you still going. You know, sky's the limit.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's the deep part, man. And then you help people. You dig what I'm saying?
Blessings on top of blessings.
Appreciate you, man. Yep. Sure appreciate you, Big Bad Radio. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Straight up, man. But let's get into the music, man. Like, who is your like top 5, top 10, and no order, because you know we touch these people's hands, we shake these people's hands. These people are our friends. Let's start with Philly. Like, let's start with.
gonna do Philly?
Yeah, okay, let's go. We have to because I need to know
5 or 10.
I need to know like your 5 or your 10, however many you can name in no particular order.
Yeah, no particular order. Right. But see, this the thing, man. Like
lyrically, not the money.
And I'm gonna say the names that I know because these two guys.
Without being culturally biased.
These two guys.
Or biased or geographical.
Right. All right. So look,
because it's hard. We from Uptown. We was born geographical.
And Uptown.
Right. I was.
To me personally, Uptown got the hottest spit.
See what I'm saying? I'm always saying.
And that's just real shit. Because when I think of Uptown, you got Vibe.
You got Vibe. Cheap.
You got. See, they don't even know Hitler. Like
Hitler,
I was talking about Hitler on the show one time.
Niggas, man, like
Hitler a problem, man. Hitler always gave me a toothache.
Yo, y'all used to have legendary battles, like the shit that they don't know
like
about.
Everything you waited for.
Right,
like they wait for Empire, we was waiting for headshots and everything. We didn't care what y'all was going to be on.
I'm gonna just name hot rappers. I ain't even gonna get no order.
Hitler gave me so much trouble in this world, man. More than anybody, any rapper that rap today.
I'm gonna say Vok, I'm gonna say Hitler, I'm gonna say Beans, I'm gonna say Spado, Gilly. I gotta say Rich, shout out to Filthy Rich too. He's still shaking and moving, doing his thing. It's Cheap Raw, you know. Cheap Raw, Quilly too. Shout out to them. So many other people. I like AR. I like.
Shouts to Ad. I think he getting better.
Ad getting better.
He's starting to really feel that he's really an artist.
That all the way up track do something for me, like my soul.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what y'all
something for my soul. You know what I mean? I love my city.
Shout out
Oskino, I like Young Chris.
Yeah, shouts to
Young Chris. Shout out to Black De Niro. That's my folks too. Damn, I don't want to leave nobody out though.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I see where you're going.
Yeah, like the city, man. Philly got some hot ass rappers, man.
Yeah.
We just gotta learn how.
Shout out to my boy Art 59. He from Southwest. He a problem too. Yeah. Shout out to Art, man. Check him out on the gram.
So is Born Boss a team or is just you?
Oh, we a fucking movement out here in these streets. Yeah. We a movement. You know, I'm the founder, CEO, but it went from a brand to a movement. Like
it's deeper than rap.
It's deeper than fashion and all that, man. Like the streets love me. Like
sneakers, signs.
Oh man, I ain't even getting on the sneaks. I just designed some Italian leathers, man. So
soft,
you only gonna be able to get those through special orders because it costs so much to make them bitches. So I mean, they gotta come with a little bag for them, but it's gonna be well and worth it.
Yeah, so you got little kids from Vietnam and shit in the basement sewing shit for you. It's like, no, just to Vietnam. I would never say that. I love y'all.
It's sky's the limit. Look, it's sky's the limit, and I'm trying to be the blueprint for like the next young person, whether it's a boy or a girl. Like, look, I'm doing this shit myself.
That's
like it's sky's the limit to where you trying to go with this fashion thing. It's a $1 billion industry, and you know, like. When I sit down and hear people's perspective on a fashion thing, I be like, oh, you all the way boss. You still wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
I didn't come in this as a hustle like to make money because you might not make no money your first year. You might not make no money your second year. It might take some time because there's been times where, nigga, I had $0 in the account fucking with this joint.
Right.
And then
grabbing because people wanted it.
The next day, you got a whole bag in there. Like, damn, this shit really, you know, this shit really what it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just want people, if you starting out, educate yourself on the business side of this first, and then, you know, focus on the fashion as far as the concepts and the different designs because it's a business. You know what I mean? You gotta go in this is a business. So when you got your business mind right, everything else gonna work right. So, you know what I mean? I'm big on business. That's why I sit young designers down and, you know, they consult with me all the time and I give them that structure on the steps to take, you know, which route to go with your pricing, you know, your marketing and all that. So it's a business, man. You know what I mean? I'm here to help all the people that need help. I'm here for them. You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
Yeah,
that was strong. A lot, so.
Yeah, you don't really get that, man.
Shout out to you.
Yo, free the guys in the jails too. Naj, free Pont, free my young boy Black. Like, I ain't gonna never forget them.
Black, that's crazy. Yeah, that's some deep game.
Shout out to the whole 6300 too.
Yeah. And it always stayed up, man. You always stayed down to this day.
We don't change up, man. Know what I mean? We don't change up. I'm the same boy from years ago. You know what I mean? Just different, different lanes, but
got smarter.
Yeah, smarter. You know what I mean? But
hey, can I ask you a question? A personal question.
Go ahead. This shit raw and cut with me.
If you was to describe yourself in one word, what would it be and why?
Me, and I don't want to say this on no cocky shit either, and I don't want people to take this and twist it up wrong. I look at myself like I'm almost legendary, and when I say that, because I remember being like a young boy in the hood. I always thought different, but I always moved different too. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that I did at a young age, a lot of them motherfuckers that was 2 times older than me didn't do.
Right.
Like, I've been doing school drives and all that shit years ago.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything I ever done, I always had that leadership mentality. Like, I don't need nobody to do this. Let me put this together and do this. But I'm an inspiration to the city.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? I'm an inspiration
I agree
to
with
the
that.
city, man.
I agree with that, John.
And it's in a good way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So, anything I say out my mouth, I don't just say it because I feel like this is what the people tell me. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, if you say you one of the most legendary rappers in the city.
Right, I'm not allowed to say it.
That ain't even you saying that. The people gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just facts.
That's real.
You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. Like, damn, I'm really out here being an inspiration, like, to these young kids, to guys my age and older.
Right.
You know? So it's just, it feel good to know that you doing something that people really paying attention to and they getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, if you ever check my gram, I just, it's motivational captions. You see my turn up lifestyle. All of that is part of this fashion lifestyle. So I'm saying, and you just see me every show. I'm a show, cause I'm always gonna be me. Like, I'm never gonna change up. Like, I'd have been in all types of different positions where I could have made certain moves and I didn't make them because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And this fashion industry a little different. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm coming from the streets perspective.
Right.
And I don't want to say this on air, but you know, like, it's more so that in the fashion industry.
Exactly.
So it's like a lot of designers, you know, they might get intimidated. Right. They don't want to be a part of these shows and different stuff like that because they look at it like, no, boy, street, like,
right. He ain't one of us.
Yeah, he ain't one of us. Like, he ain't gonna fit in with this situation because they might be thinking like, I'ma come through with a bunch of street niggas unless they show up.
And they gonna draw on their whole, you know what I'm saying?
And they don't even dig that. That's not even the case, man. I'm all the way professional.
See, and then you know what's crazy? Because you just opened the door, like, in my mind, like, to a whole nother situation. Like, so that's really like the rap game, because it's like people that don't need to get a deal, people that will stay an indie artist. Versus signing a label to a label. So you're that person. You're the person that is already selling his. Yeah. You're your label. You didn't say you're your label. So
people, you know,
why would you sign it?
This be my
Or would you sign to something?
Yeah. I would, but it's gotta make sense business wise.
Right.
You know, and mathematically. But I'm about to say this though, just to go on the indie side of things, because a lot of people ask me like, yo, put your stuff in this store, that store. So I tell people like, look, let me just break these percentages down. You want 60% or you want 100%?
Right.
It's just like being independent in the music game. I'm gonna take 100% over 60%. So that's why I don't break my neck to put this in those stores, because if I got damn near any hood you go to in the city, somebody got a piece of Born Boss. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, and people continue to support because I'm giving you quality material, and like you said, I'm always coming out with something new and different, staying ahead.
Do you feel the strength of the competition that surrounds you today?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie and say I don't, but I don't focus on the competition. I see, like y'all was, like Barb said earlier, I seen some good, fast brands come and go, like popping names for one little time. they just go, they fade though.
Yeah, they
because fade. It's either they did it for a hustle or they drive not there or they just don't got that creative, mind state. So that I go back off of like the Belargos, like that's like one of the only brands I really pay attention to on far as inspiring me, because I was in one of Tiff's shows before.
Okay.
And I just was starting the brand around that time. So like when I seen how she put her show together and all that, that was inspirational to me. You know what I mean? But now look at it like, damn, we on same level.
Yeah.
Like my shit everywhere. Yeah. Like I know like everything that I was doing was right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you learn from your mistakes when you gonna fall a couple times, but you get back up and do it better. So that's how I look at it.